like, okay, big LMAO, worm, big worm, we wait, big worm. Oh yeah, that's just what we do. That's just what we do. Like, in the messages we get into it. It was all a lie. She lied. I'm like, okay, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Why she do that? I don't know. But Big Worm, have y'all seen Big Worm? Nobody seen Big Worm, right? Hey y'all. Okay, y'all. So this gonna be a makeup tuts plus. It's gonna be a lot going on in this video. This gonna be a information video, story time, makeup video, all that. Not really, but I just finna give y'all a story time while I do my makeup. Simple. So, as y'all can tell, I know y'all probably read the title like, what? But yes, honey. Freaking yes. So, I done already did my eyebrows, but I'm finna start with, this is my makeup mirror. Baby, it's full of makeup, okay? As y'all can see. This the dirtiest mirror I got. Like, it just stay with stuff on it. Like, no matter how many times I do my makeup, it always just get crazy. So first of all, I'm color coding. So basically, me and this girl, keep in mind, when I moved to Dry, like, nobody was really trying to be my friend like that. Like, and I wasn't trying to be nobody else's friend either. Like, people literally used to just speak to me, talk to me, like, ask me all type of questions, and just going on about their business. So, like, people used to just randomly walk up to me, oh, and, do you da-da-da-da, like, asking me random ass questions, and I used to just answer them, and they be like, oh, okay, and then they just walk out, right? But then, this girl, she started being my friend. Like, she started actually, like, really, like, being my friend, like, talking to me every single day, right? Every single day. Like, she started talking to me, like, every single day type stuff, right? So, me and this girl, like, we had the same PE together. PE was last period, right? And I just turned up at PE, baby. Like, both of us, we used to just turn up at PE together. And, like, our PE was, like, it was set up to, like, we used to go in a locker room for a little bit before we would go outside and stuff. So, we would go in the locker room, we would call roll and everything, blah, 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 and then we would get ready to go outside. So, I'm going to blend out my color for it. So, basically, me and her, we met within that locker room, right? And we just started talking, like, I'm talking about we going with each other to lunch, not the lunch, to the buses, because at the end of the day, everybody used to sit in the lunchroom wait on their bus to get called. So we used to sit together at that table, and, like, we used to just sit together and, like, you know what I'm saying? So, keep in mind, this is another thing I want to say. I never knew, and a lot of people are like, what? I never even knew what was until I moved here. So in 8th grade, when I moved here, and I would see a lot of people, like, bro, a lot of people talking straight to each other, like, people putting stuff on all types of letters. I was just like, what do that even mean? So I started asking my friend. I had been there probably like 2 months now, and I have one friend. I'ma call her name gonna be Big Worm.
What's up, Big Worm? I mean, Big Worm?
So I asked Big Worm. I'm like, Big Worm, why are people saying on this letter, like, why everybody look like they just so mad at each other? Like, she was like, oh my gosh, this is what they do. I was like, but what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew what none of that. Like, until 8th grade. And cause I was in Monroe, so I probably would have never in my life, if I stayed in Monroe, I probably would have never seen that stuff in real life. Like, the type of stuff I started seeing at Gerard, baby, I used to just watch it on the TV, baby. But then I started to see, I was like, yeah, this is real life. This real life. This is people my age. And I'm like, we are in 8th grade, y'all. We in 8th grade at this point. So I used to ask my friends, I was like, Big Worm, is this really true? Is this really what people be doing? Like, is these people lying? Is these people fried? Is these people fake? I don't even know. Because literally on my dead serious, every single time I was turning my head, every 10-15 minutes you'll hear somebody saying something about I don't even want to say it because I don't want to get demonetized. I'm gonna say a crew. So you would literally hear something about say, oh my crew, and I'm like, what is that, Big Worm? So Big Worm started putting me on game. Big Worm was like, look, this is Gerard, baby, this is what we do. So I was like, okay, y'all be for real? She was like, yes, like, and then you gotta learn, you can't be letting people play with you. Like, she started teaching me, she started putting me up on game. Like, bro, when I tell you people would be like arguing like hella bad, I was like, oh my gosh, woo, what is it, Big Worm? And Big Worm was like, listen, this what you gotta do. When somebody play with you, she started teaching me. I'm in the 8th grade, y'all. I ain't never heard about no crew members. I ain't never heard about none of that. And every time I saw my head, people was talking about it. So I'm like, So she was like, yeah, honey, this is what we do. Let me teach you something. So I'm like, okay, teach me. Cause I was really sheltered from like a lot of that stuff. So when I started seeing it in real life, I was like, okay, teach me. Like, what is this? What's really going on? So Big Worm, she was the fact that her name really Big Worm. So she was like, this is what you have to do. A lot of people, they gonna try to play with you. You gonna have to start, you know what I'm saying, snapping back at them. Cause I was real nice. Like, which I really am nice. I'm a nice person in general. But she started telling me, she was like, yeah, you can't be nice. You can't be nice because they'll play with you. And if you let somebody play with you, if you let somebody cuss you out and you don't say nothing, they gonna get you. And I was like,
The ghetto.
okay. Keep in mind, I'm even contemplating moving here at this point because I'm like, bro, I'm just saying, 8th grade, bro. I don't want to do it. But she was like, bro, you gotta do this. You moved here. This what you signed up for. Like, she started to train me as if like I was finna get into a fight or something. Keep in mind, I ain't never got into a fight a day in my life. Never will. Stop. Like, I was like, okay. So every single day, hold on. This is my cause still I'm finna go in with this one. So she started telling me, like, every single day we would go to IPE, she would start telling me, like, certain stuff about certain people. She was like, yeah, you see this person, you see that person. I was like, yeah, what about them? She was like, yeah, this crew member is this crew member, and this is what they do. She just started giving me the rundown. Keep in mind, I'm listening to her because, like, bro, when I first got to Gerard, nobody was trying to be my friend. Nobody was trying to be my friend. And so, of course, the first friend that I got, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get hip on what she's saying. So, now she was like, yes, like, if somebody do this means this. So she started giving me the definitions and stuff, the definitions of other people, crew member, the hand signs as to what this means, as to what that means. So she just started putting me on everything. So I'm like, okay. So then she told me this. She was like, I would see like a lot of people that was friends not conferring, but referring to each other as the B word and like arguing like really, really bad. And I'd be like, ain't they friends? Look at this hair. Look at this makeup in my hair. I'd be like, another thing, why do I see like a lot of females here like keep on doing that, John? She was like, oh yeah, that's just what we do. That's just what we do. Like, right. That's what she told me. So like, they'll be like, bitch, your ass beat. And I'll be like, I thought they was friends. She was like, yeah, they just be playing. Keep in mind, I came from a robo, baby. So, yeah, she put me on game about, like, a lot of stuff. Like, she telling me, she like, yes, this what this mean, blah, 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 blah. So, I'm just listening to it because she stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she obviously know what she talking about. So, I'm like, she obviously know what she talking about. So then I'm like, okay, keep in mind, baby, they was just fake. They was just fake, baby. They was just, I don't know. It was a lot of fake stuff going on in that situation. So she was like, yeah, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Like, a lot of people, they just be talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? But you still, even if she started telling me, she was like, even if I do that to you, you still, you know what I'm saying? You still might. So I was like, okay. I ain't really saying that. In reality, I never talk that much. Like, I would just sit and listen the whole time for like a minute. I'm just sitting and listening. I don't even know what she talking about. I ain't even asking. I'm just sitting and listening. I'm just like, yeah. Oh, okay. So boom. One day, keep in mind, me and her, she used to do that to me. She's like, oh, happy, and I be like, hey, and she be like, girl, oh my God, shut the F up, girl. Like, you so funny. And I be like, like, all right. So then, I want to say probably like a month after that, right? Like, we used to been, keep in mind, she had to told me, she was like, oh, that's how I know I mess with you for real. Like, if we could talk to each other and we can still, you know what I'm saying, be friends, that's how I know I rock with you. So I'm like, all right, this is the Born This Way Foundation, medium to full. So she like, if I could talk to you and still be your friend, honey, that's how you know what I'm saying, that's how you know we cool, that's how you know, like, we real good friends. So I'm like, okay. Well, she was like, yeah, we real good friends.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
So then, bro, first of all, let me show y'all these foundations. What? Ah! I love this foundation. So, yeah. Next thing I know, and then we used to text each other and like literally talk to each other. Like, she used to text me and she be like, hey, and I be like, hey, and she be like, she'll send me a video and I say, first of all, like, she used to send me videos like we picking people's sides and stuff. So she be like, who you think was wrong? I be like, such and such. They was wrong, baby. They was pretty wrong. She be like, girl, F you. I be like, girl, F you. So then, boom.
The next day,
we get to texting each other, right? This is where everybody, they started talking about this thing, like, it was called the foster kids, right? So I had asked Big Worm. I'm like, Big Worm, what is foster kids? What is that? What is people doing? What do people do there? She was like, oh, it's where like, she started giving me the rundown really much. So I just laughed. But she was just like, really, we coming for the people, basically. We just coming for the people. We gonna see such and such, say they gonna come there. Everybody just talking about where they gonna be at. So I asked Big Worm, I'm like, okay, do you think I should come? She like, yes, come. Yeah. She just turned me up. Let's go. So then I'm like, all right. So I went to school that Friday. It was probably the fest, it was on that Friday. So I woke up that morning, I went to school, I had to pick out my little outfit and everything as to what I'm finna wear that night. And I'm like, okay, boom, we finna go to this little festival, this fest. And, you know what I'm saying, we finna turn up. So we had went to school that day. And when we was at school, I was like, I'm going in with, sorry. When we was at school that day, I was like, okay, so you said we still is going to the fest, right? I'm gonna see you at the fest. She was like, yeah. So boom, honey, it get to the fest, right? We planned on going. Why that night, whenever we said we was going, honey, I was calling her. She never answered the phone. I had never heard a peep from that girl. I'm talking, I had to call. I'm like, Big Worm, where you at, Big Worm? Big Worm. I'm talking, I'm damn near screaming in the phone because I'm mad. Because, like, I just got here. I don't even know nobody. I just came up to this fest. I'm just standing in the middle of the street, literally, because that's what we did. So I'm just standing in the middle of the street, holding the phone, like, Big Worm, where you at? And I'm seeing people from my school, they speaking to me, they're like, oh, hey, what you know? I'm like, I'm looking for Big Worm. Have y'all seen Big Worm? Nobody seen Big Worm, right? So I post on my story that I was at the fest, right? Honey, I ain't even post my face. I just posted a black screen, and it just had the fest. It just had, you know what I'm saying, whatever street, Foster, right? It just had it on there. So she wound up sliding up onto my story that later on that night. It's probably like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. So she wound up sliding up on my story talking about some, oh yeah, B, I wind up not coming. I ain't know that. So I'm like, okay, keep in mind, I'm already knowing you ain't go. Doofus. We had the plan to even go. Me and you, we planned on going together. So how are you just not telling me you decided not to go? Keep in mind, I had to went to the festival and I had to leave. It was over with. So then we wind up texting. I'm like, B, why the F, you ain't tell me that before? So she like, what? She like, who you talking to? So we just in the messages, we get into it. Like, we going crazy in the messages. She just texting me, calling me all types of, you know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I told y'all previously in the story, she said, that's how you know you real friends, if you could talk to your friends and y'all still friends. That's what I thought. That's what she said. So she was like, okay, we going back and forth for like 30 minutes. Keep in mind, I'm laughing on my mama. I'm texting. I'm like, girl, you so funny. We sending laughing emojis while we talking. I'm like, girl, why the F you ain't text me and tell me you wasn't going before? And I sent the laughing emoji, you know what I'm saying? I said, LMAO, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting her know, like, this is a joke. I ain't being for real. So she just going back and forth with me. She like, both of us, we just, she like, who the F you who the F you calling a B? I'm like, B, you ain't calling me a B? So then we just going back and forth for like 30, 40 minutes. And keep in mind, I'm putting I'm putting it big lowercase. I mean, not big lowercase. Girl, you don't even make sense. I was putting it like capital letters, like, bro, you can understand that this is a joke, bro. Anybody that know me would know that this was a joke, right? So next thing I know, she wind up not texting back for like a long time. So we talking about what we was doing. She like, B, I had to go to school. No, she like, B, I had to go to my cousin's house. Because we had already been to school. This was that night after school. So she was like, B, after school, I had to go and babysit my cousin, B. So I'm like, okay, B, LMAO, why you ain't tell me that?
She not talking to me, like.
So we just getting into it in these messages. Next thing I know, she ain't even text back. I look back at the messages. I just put my phone down because like we was staying in the chat, we was typing, but she ended up leaving it, and we was texting on Snapchat. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Why she do that? I don't know. So I just wind up putting my phone up. I look at it like an hour from then. I'm like, oh yeah, let me see what Big Worm had texted me earlier. Why she blocked me? This girl done blocked me. So I'm like, how you block me? Keep in mind, we talk like this. We would talk like this to each other every single day. She told me that she would like this. I'm talking about she stood up here acting like she a Scorpio. You know, love talk a lot of. So I'm like, okay, you wanna act like a Scorpio? I can act like a Scorpio too. Let's get into it. She said, that's how you know you real friends with somebody. So I'm like, okay, we real friends. So, I wind up seeing that she blocked me. So I'm like, oh my gosh. That's when it dawned on me. I'm like, okay, was she for real? Cause honey, I'm trying to focus on the story and I ain't even focusing on this makeup for real. So I'm like, no, she went for real. So then, the next day at school, I pull up at school. I'm talking about, I was a carpool when I went to drive, right? For like the beginning. But this is in the beginning whenever I was carpool. So I get out of the car. I'm just walking around. Keep in mind, me and her, we used to always meet up in the morning time. I went to the meet spot, which was like in the hallway, like right in front of the bathroom, right? I went over there. I ain't see her. I looked in the living room. I see her But I mean, not in the living room. I look in the lunchroom. I see her. So I'm like, okay. Is she not gonna come over here? That's how I knew. Strike 2. That was strike 2. I was like, okay. I think she mad because I call her B-word last night. Keep in mind, that's what we do every single day. When I tell you every single day on my, literally, every single day, that's what we would do. So I'm like, okay, ain't no way she was serious about that. She wasn't.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Can't be. Next thing I know, while I'm at school, probably like 2 hours from now, somebody walk up to me at school, they like, Big Worm said she finna beat you up. Big Worm said she finna beat you up. I'm like, Big Worm said what? Big Worm is my friend. Big Worm would beat me up. So then, I'm just like, I'm getting a little nervous now. I'm getting a little nervous because I'm like, bro, was Big Worm really mad at me, bro? I think Big Worm mad. This strike 3. Because keep in mind, she blocked me. She wasn't where we usually meet. I look in the lunchroom. I see her sitting down. She didn't even look at me. Strike 3, somebody just randomly walked up to me. I don't even know them. They're like, yeah, you Tanaya? Yeah. Big Worm said she about to beat you up. So I'm like, bro, Big Worm not finna do that. Big Worm love me. Big Worm, stop playing, Big Worm.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck is that? Ah! What the fuck is that?
Look, next thing I know, honey, you get the 6th period. Not 6. I don't know how many people we had at Joy, baby. But the last one was PE, and we used to sit in the locker room, wait for them to call roll, then we would go outside. We in the locker room. Everybody coming in there. They walking in. I was like the first one up in there. I'm in there. I'm in the locker room. I'm just sitting down. Everybody, they coming in. They looking right at me. They're like, yeah. Big Worm said she been looking for you. I'm like, looking for me? What she looking for me for? So then I'm just like, I ain't saying nothing. When I tell you I ain't saying nothing about nothing, I ain't saying nothing about nothing. Okay. So then keep in mind, bro, that school was little. I used to look for places to hide, y'all. That first day, whenever I seen all them people coming in the locker room looking at me, they was like, yeah, Big Worm said when she see you, she gonna knock you out. So I'm like, Big Worm ain't said that. Big Worm ain't said nothing like that. Big Worm love me. Fuck. When I tell you the third person, keep in mind somebody said it when they walked in the locker room. Somebody else walked in, they said it again. So I'm like, yeah. They said, you a Big Worm friends? People steady asking me about this girl. I'm walking around. Keep in mind, I ain't even seen the girl. I'm scared to see her at this point. I was a little scary.
I'm fucking scared. Why you so motherfucking scary? Cause I don't want to fight nobody. So what you finna do? Get your ass beat up?
Big Worm, I don't want to see you. I don't know. I don't care who I see. Big Worm, the last person I want to see. I don't want to see Big Worm. Big Worm, I used to want to see you. You used to was my friend, Big Worm. Stay away from me. I don't want to see you. Next thing I know, she walk up to me. After everybody, you know what I'm saying? After everybody did that little run through, came in and told me whatever in the locker room. Then here she come. She come in. I'm on this side. It's like a whole bunch of girls in between us. She come on the other side. She just like looking dead at me. I'm talking, she looking at me like, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Wow.
I ain't even look at her though. As soon as I said, I look, she looking at me. I'm talking, she looking at me mad. She looking at me like she about to put me on the grill and grill me. I'm like, ooh, Big Worm. Big Worm. I know you ain't trying to be with me, Big Worm. Honey, she was too. So she sat over there. She on the other side of the locker room. She looking dead at me. Soon as we made eye contact, I just looked with a straight face. I just tried to wave a little bit. I don't know what I did. I said, baby, I just turned my head. I ain't even want to look at her.
So you scared? So you must know you scared. I don't want to fight. But you're gonna fight. You have no choice, honey.
I just wound up going to PE that day. I just wound up like literally not talking to nobody. I just wound up saying, can I go to the bathroom? I stayed in the bathroom for the rest of the baby. We only had 3 classrooms, so I used to go to their classroom. I used to go to their classroom and I used to be like, hey, can I sit in here? And they be like, no, we'll get in trouble if we do that. Keep in mind, they used to let people do that, but they used to pick and choose. And baby, they wasn't picking me. So I used to try to avoid PE. Like every single, we had the same as that PE, baby. When I tell you I skipped PE for like, I want to say about 2 weeks straight. I ain't even gonna lie. Nobody seen me. Nobody was checking for me neither. Okay, because I was deuces. I started really having fun not going to PE. I started getting on my phone in the bathroom for like the whole last period. When I tell you no, I never got in trouble for it. I was ghost. Okay, that was the perks of really not having no friends. When nobody checking with me. And then I started to realize, I was like, bro, you can't keep skipping PE, bro. You gotta go face your problem. So I started going to PE again. I did not want to see her, bro. I did not want to see her. When I tell you, I was so scared. People used to come to me every single day. Big Worm said, when she see you at PE today, it's up. You think I'm gonna let her see me at? Come on now, you a dummy if you go. If somebody, to me, which in reality, bro, people would run to that type of stuff. But me, I was like, nah, I don't need no drama, honey. I do not need no drama. And then, now that I think about it, girl, you could have literally walked up to this girl, had a simple conversation with her, and been like, bro, you know I was just playing with you, right? Because Sue ain't know that. Sue ain't know that. So, like, she literally started to bully me. Like, she started to bully me. She started to post stuff on her Snapchat. She was like, that black out. That when I see her, it's up. And people used to show me her post. I was like, yeah, Big Worm been talking about you. I'm like, Big Worm not talking about me. Big Worm love me. I done told y'all that 50 dozen times. Big Worm not talking about me. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more setting powder, and then I'm gonna do my eyelashes while I let it sit on them. So I was like, okay, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to her. So I started telling myself, I was like, girl, you have to talk to her. You have to. And I was like, bro, I can't. Like, when I tell y'all, me and her, we was like really good friends. And I wound up not being her friend no more. And she wound up not being my friend no more. We both just stopped being each other's friends for no reason. For no reason. For literally no reason. I'm sitting up here joking with this girl. This girl done blocked me. This girl done started posting about me. This girl telling people at school she finna beat me up. And keep in mind, y'all,
That
I can't even talk. I really do not want to get into an fight with nobody. So when I say y'all, that was the last person I was trying to see. And people was literally fighting at that school. Like, moreover, you could literally get into a fight and that's it. Like, you get into a fight, you go to ISS for 2 days. But no, here, baby, you can't fight nobody. Like, people was really serious about it. They was like, oh my gosh, if you do this what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? She had a game in the rundown of it. So I'm like, if you told me if we fight, we getting booked. So why you trying to fight me? Y'all, when I tell y'all, I had to end up letting it go.
Let it go.
You know what I'm saying? When you just told me if we get into a fight, we was gonna get booked. That was one of the things. Like, she was like, oh my gosh, people get into fights over here all the time, but you really don't want to do that. I was like, okay. Next thing I know, people coming up to me. Big Worm said she looking for you.
I'm not none of these ones. I'm gonna whip your ass. I'm not none of them. So you gonna...
I was like, what's she looking for me? Big Worm needed to go on, y'all. When I tell y'all, that came from the number one person that I wanted to see to the last person in the world I wanted to see. I ain't want to see Big Worm. I said, Big Worm, please go on. Big Worm, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you, Big Worm. Big Worm. So I was like, okay. We wound up talking a little bit after that, like months after that. But we didn't rekindle nothing that much because, honey, I don't like being people friends. Like, after they stop being friends, they beef with each other. Like, the way she was beefing me, the way that she was coming to me, telling me, you know, like, this happened, that happened. Like, the way that people kept coming to me and telling me, oh, Big Worm said this, Big Worm said she gonna knock your 2 front teeth out. Friend, nowhere. I was scared to get another friend. Cause I'm like, you You not right. You not right in the head, honestly. Yeah, when I tell y'all bully. But in reality, it wasn't nobody but my fault. Girl, you should've did somebody. But I was young. Okay, I was young.
That's too damn bad.
I don't know. Tell me what would y'all do? Like, when I tell y'all this girl was mad like fire. She was mad like fire, honey. And I didn't know what to do. Because I was just like, are you serious? But she was serious, baby. Serious as a hawk. I'm talking about she wasn't playing no game. And I honestly, I ain't wanna get in between that jump. Even though I was in it. I started to get like, okay, yeah. I was like, okay, I'ma just let her, you know what I'm saying? I'm just let her be. I was talking about this girl, she was talking about me for like 2 weeks straight. People coming to me telling me stuff every single day. I ain't even say nothing. I was like, alright. I ain't even tell her, oh, I was joking with you. Cause like, I thought it was pretty obvious that we was joking whenever. I probably should have said I'm just playing. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But yeah, that's how I wind up. I'm talking about stop being friends for literally no reason. Just over a misunderstanding. And I ain't even pressed the issue that much to even say, you know, it was a misunderstanding, blah, blah, blah. No. You want to think that, I'm going to let you think that. And I ain't cleaning up nothing for nobody. I just let that joint slide. I just let that joint ride. And then, like, after a while, people started telling me that. And after a while, she stopped. You know what I'm saying? She stopped looking at me as well. Like, she stopped mugging me. Like, I'm talking about every single day that she would see me. When I tell you mud face, serious mud face, swole. Like, honey. That's what she was doing, honey. She wasn't playing. But, yeah. It was pretty crazy. But, after time, like I say, y'all, time heals all, time reveals all. And after time went on, the situation just died down. But it was real crazy to me. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, all that. If you watched the whole video, thank you. If you didn't, that's okay. But I'll see y'all in the next video. And what else I was gonna say? What else should I say? Be good. That's my advice from me to you. Be good. Do the right thing. Be a good person. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all subscribe and cut the notifications on, honey, because I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna be posting a lot. Like, you gonna get tired of me posting. That's how much I'm gonna be posting. Okay? So, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.